I just really came on the event. Like I'm at the hospital still. I just left, and I snap. Like I lost it. I still wasn't crying anymore, but um, you know, my dad's been through a lot since I've been on here. He had prostate cancer. A lot of you guys know that because like I did the videos on it. I was at the hospital visiting him every day, and then for somebody in another community doxed him and talked badly about him when he was fighting cancer. He beat that and still went and took care of my mother and I and mows the lawn and takes care of the cars. And anyway, so the other day, oh, hi, Coco. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Coco and Amber, QST. So the other day we were at home and he was like complaining that his stomach, he never complains. Like, that's one thing. Like, I'm a baby. We all know that. I have a lot of health problems. He doesn't. He has type 2 diabetes. I don't I don't want to hold it in, but people are so mean on here. I just can't share anything anymore. Like I don't have it. Like I feel like I don't have like I just wish he would get up. I just wish he would get up. God. Anyway, so he was like his stomach hurt and stuff. And what? I'm sorry. Uh but I was like alarmed because he never complains about anything. And he went from the kitchen table, he had his head down on the table. Then he went to the living room and was laying on the couch, which he never does that. We have leather couches. He doesn't like we don't like the only time we were in the living room, like they're old fashioned. Like we don't use the living room for that. Like they just it was just odd. He had his hoodie on and he had that on and he was like all tied up. And I was like, Daddy, you know, maybe we should go to the doctor. And then I tried to say urgent care because I knew he wasn't gonna go to the emergency room because he's like so tough, you know? And he was like, "No, no." So he tried to sleep, but he kept on going up and down the stairs, laying in the bed, getting up, going downstairs, going, and it was just like he was impossible. He could not get comfortable. And then my mom said something to him because I kept on telling my mom, we need to go to the hospital. So it was like I forgot what time of night, but I I drove us to the hospital, and we got here, and that's when we found out that he has the hematoma. And they said it's a good thing that we got here as soon as we did because it could have been worse, of course. So they're going to go in tomorrow through his growing and take it out. Here's the kicker, though. He's got some type of delirium because he's not himself. He's got oxygen right now. He doesn't know what day it is. He's trying to get out of that bed. He is not himself. I cannot tell you the things that he's doing because of I don't want to embarrass him, but it's not right. Um, it's common, they say, for some people of a certain age to get ICU delirium, but when I tell you it's not something you want to see, it's not something you want to see or experience. Especially from some like my father is very like he's a very stern, educated, well speaking, mentally together person. Like he is not, he's a serious man. And for him to not know certain things and be confused is alarming, to say the least. So all my uncles and aunties, his brothers and sisters called today because they call on Sunday and they speak. They called me and and they wanted to speak to him. I was like, wait, wait, wait. Because I didn't want to make him even more confused. So I was like, no, no, no. Let me step outside of the room. And I told them what was going on. They were like, enough to just, keep us in the loop. Y'all know my name. It doesn't matter. Just keep us in the loop and let us know what's going on. His full blood sister, my auntie, was like, just call. They asked me if we needed anything. I was like, no, um, no, just pray. And that's all I want is prayers. I don't want anybody that hates me to pray. Anybody that does anything that doesn't like me to pray, just don't pray for me. Don't do anything. Please just leave me alone. But if you're a genuine person, please pray. That's all I was saying. I don't need to be messed with right now. I don't. I don't need mental games. I don't need fake love. I don't need none of that. You know, it shows you when you're going through something who calls your phone, who hits you up, who checks on you. It does. But I can say that not a lot of people have. They're caught up in this YouTube drama shit. And that's sad to me because when people go through things, I check on them. But my mother, I feel so bad for her because that's her best friend. It's her best friend. It's her best friend, her husband, everything. And I just feel awful for her. So I've been coming up here every day to make sure she's okay. I couldn't come up here yesterday because before the snowstorm, my engine light came on in my car, which is why I'm in this truck. Wait a minute. Engine light came on in my car. My car's been having problems for like the past couple months. First time they said it was a battery, then that cost $1,000. And then now the engine light came on and started sputtering while I was in the highway. And I was like, oh my God. And so I had to take my car home, park it. And thank God the keys, like I knew where the keys were, to both trucks. And I was like, okay, let me get one of them. So I got, at least I have something to drive until I can get it fixed because it ain't going nowhere. Like it's screwed. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. But I'm just trying to keep myself together because I know I cannot not like today's my due day for school and he's been there since Wednesday, I think Wednesday, and I gotta today's the due date, so I've got to get home and do my schoolwork or I'm screwed. This is week 2 of 8. His surgery is tomorrow. I am petrified. Like, God, please, please, please. I can't take this, man. I can't tell you how scared I am. And I know I look like a freaking fool, but they're all I have. And when I tell you they're my best friends, that's what I mean. I would do anything for my parents. Anything. Because I've done everything for me. And you don't know. You just don't know. There's more, but I just don't want to talk about it. There's some stuff I can't say. There's some stuff I just don't want to talk about it. ICU is not a very, God, it's horrible up there. I feel so bad for all the people and their families that are there, and it's just God, leave. But I will say this: the staff, they're amazing. They are so amazing. They take good care. They're very attentive. Uh, thank God for that. That's why I wanted to go to the medical field because of people like them. Thank God for them. But I wanted to give you guys an update. I said I wasn't going to come on here until he got released, but I really just needed to talk because I feel really alone right now. I've been pushing a lot of people away, and that's not the case. But that's what I do. I isolate when stuff happens. I really do. I isolate when stuff happens, and it seems like stuff has been happening one after the other. But it is what it is. I'm talking to myself. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna go. If you would please, for the people who genuinely care, which I know there's not that many, just send the prayer to God and hug your family. I always hug mine and I always spend time with my family. But if there's anybody out there that's like in a fight with your family or you've got some kind of grudge going on, it's not worth it. It's not. Or even a friend, it's not worth it. Let it go. Go to God about that and let it go and forgive that person. Um, as far as me, and I could use that same, advice myself, but as far as me and the person here on social media, I have forgiven that person over and over again and let them back in and I got hit again. And I'm a very forgiving person and I do forgive that person. I just am not willing to continue to be hurt. God did not give me discernment to be run over. He gave me a brain to learn from my mistakes. And all I can do is pray for people. And I can pray from a distance. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't have any hard feelings. I just know we please stay away from me. Um, thank you guys for all being here. I pray you and your families are okay. Before it gets bad outside, I'm gonna go home. We got a snow blower a while ago. I'm gonna try to use that. I charged the battery, it was lithium, so I unplugged it before I left. I'm gonna try to use that to uh blow the driveway. We'll see how that goes, and then I gotta do my homework. Hi, Queen of Karma. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Not doing too well, but I'm doing fine. Um, but my father's not. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Why don't you got Amber? Why don't you have a rent? Oh, we're on my main channel. I don't usually go live. How did I go live over? Well, I know why. I did not want. I don't. There's. I don't want anybody thinking that this is for monetary reasons. I don't want anything from anybody. I just want you to pray. That's it. Staying out of trouble. That's good. Good. That's all you can do. Stay out of trouble. That's all you can do. We were supposed to get like 5 to 8 inches. We didn't get. I think we got like 3 max, but it's enough for people to get in an accident. So thank you, Amber. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. Um, I don't know when. I'm just lost right now, but I'll keep praying. Exactly. I understand, Queen of Karma. My parents are all I have. It's not good, Bamsy. Hi, Bamsy. Oh, you must not have seen my community wall post since Wednesday. Oh, you can't block Amber. You wouldn't do that anyway. Shush. I hate her. Thank you. I saw your comment on my community. I've seen everybody's comments on my community wall. I just don't have. I just. I'm not in the mental. No, I don't. It's okay. It's okay, Bamsy. I'm just not in the mental state to comment. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need any money. It's okay. I don't want anybody ever send me any money again. Not, oh Lord, please don't. Thank you for the positivity. And it's not nothing you did, Bam, because you have never, let me say this. Bam has never, godly, I shouldn't even have to say that. Bamsy and I, look, ooh, people, I know, Bamsy, I know, but thank you anyway. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. God bless you all. Bye. You're going to have to be mad. Love you. Bye, guys.